guru from the 40 servants is a servant that's all about practical use of knowledge. A lot of time we can learn things and we can be very well read in certain areas, or we have a lot of kind of knowledge about things, like learning stuff in school by rote, or just learning off poems by heart or stories or any of those things. Or even just when we cram for exams, where we get an awful lot of knowledge into our head but have no real practical use for it. The guru is all about practicality and how to put the knowledge we have into use, how to do things practically, so that it's more about the utility of these of knowledge than it is in the gaining of knowledge itself. It works kind of hand in hand, in a sense, with cards or servants like the librarian, who's all about just the knowledge itself, finding out the actual answers or the attainment of knowledge for the sake of knowledge. So good for studying, whereas the guru takes that knowledge into practical areas. The father is also about learning, but it's more about life lessons and learning things that you have to learn, in order to survive the world, or there's certain things that you must go through, such as deaths, loves, and all of those type of things. So that would be the kind of thing. I have done a video on the three of them, the relationship between the three of them, so you can search that out. To the book. The guru shows us how to apply any knowledge we have gained in a practical way. He encourages us to always try to implement the lessons learned from our spiritual insights into day-to-day lives. The guru suggests that a new spiritual or magic mentor has entered into your life, or is very shortly about to appear. The guru is a Sanskrit term that connotes someone who is a teacher, guide, expert, or master of a certain knowledge or field. The guru may take many forms, so don't be too hasty in dismissing someone because of how they look or behave. Sometimes the best wisdoms come from unexpected quarters. The guru suggests a more one-on-one relationship with the typical teacher and class system, but don't totally rule it out. The guru is a teacher, guide, friend, mentor, and spiritual counsel. He will impart wisdom, understanding, and practical advice rather than just intellectual knowledge. He will show you how to do things rather than why you should do them, or give you the theory behind the practice. The guru is extremely practical. The guru servant is extremely useful to invoke when you're in the need of practical spiritual direction or mentoring in some area of esoterica, magic, or spirituality. He's a great magician and spiritual master, but his emphasis is always on the practical application of magical or spiritual ideas in your day-to-day life. He's also extremely useful to use when you need to learn any sort of new practical skill. Tell the guru the problems you are facing, the new skill you want to learn, or the ideas or concepts you are having a challenge implementing in your life, and then ask them to be explained or revealed to you in practical and useful terms. The guru can be invoked during times when you find yourself being asked to give spiritual advice or counsel, but you're not sure what the best advice to give is. Or you're being put on the spot and are lost for an answer. Using the sigil, you can invoke the guru into yourself and allow his wisdom and guidance to pour through you. So very, very useful servant to use, in that it allows you to take all of this knowledge and all of these things that we may have, but put it to practical use and actually use these things, these theories or these ideas in our day-to-day lives, which is something that's useful. It has utility, obviously, because that's the purpose. So the guru from 40 servants, a servant worth checking out and worth using. So if you want to find out more about the 40 servants, you can go to the40servants.com, and there you will find all the information you will need to start working with the 40 servants. You'll also find links to where you can buy the grimoire and where you can buy the deck, and all the information that you could possibly ever want on the 40 servants will be there.